Garden update for August 22nd, 2011. The cost of bananas have all come up. I got a good feeling about this batch. And this is going to be, I think, my first gourd and pumpkin patch update, which I'm really happy about. So looking down the side yard, I actually have pumpkins coming up. Nothing in this one yet. I still have to make more holes in that direction. And those haven't been planted, but this row has. Nothing here. But this one has a new pumpkin, a little tiny one right there. And this one has 2 pumpkins coming out. One pumpkin. That's a big one. Just came out. That's got to be one of the wolf pumpkins, because they're just big. Girls are out. It's early in the morning. There's a pumpkin. Cut across this way actually to the loquat tree. Let's see. Now this one is a mix of mostly watermelons and pumpkins. Hope my battery doesn't run out like always. There's a watermelon. And there's a watermelon. I planted 3 at each flag. There's 3 watermelons, and there were 3 pumpkins and watermelons here, but I think the chickens stepped on that one. But I'm not too upset about it. I don't expect this side of the yard to do well because the chickens are out here. Let's see. That looks like a watermelon, and that looks like a pumpkin, and that looks like a pumpkin. Nothing on that flag. And this flag has, whoop, looks like a pumpkin. 1 pumpkin. Not here. What I did was I planted the seeds of that I had the most of. So stuff like the bulldog pumpkin and wolf pumpkin. The wolf pumpkin was the one that, if you saw the jack-o'-lantern from last year, I took them out of that one and made it into a budgie. Nothing in there. Now, see, the girls love to make these little pits. I made these myself, and then they sunbathe in them. And what I'm hoping will happen is that once the pumpkins get to the 2 or 3 leaf stage, this one's just popping out. That's awesome. There he is. Help him out a little. Coming out, dude. Hopefully the 3rd one will come out. But once the pumpkins reach the 3 leaf stage, they should be safe and the chickens won't go near them. This one still has dirt on it. Just came out this morning. This one's coming out. That's really cool. She got out of her dirt thingy. What are you doing? Get out of my pumpkin patch. See, they get in this submissive pose, but that's Omega. She's an Omega. She's the lowest ranking hen. Now, these are much older. These flags have been knocked over and stomped, and so those pumpkins got all killed, but these are big enough now that the chickens will leave them alone. So of all the ones I planted under here, I get to reuse the flags at least. That one made it over there. There's 2 that survived. And these 2, 3 of them, but I don't think that middle one's doing too good. But these are doing nicely. Okay. Oh, and I planted these in a really bad place, but they're kind of making it. These look like, these are gourds. No, that's definitely a gourd. That's a gourd. And I think that's a pumpkin. But this is where I service the pigeon loft. And I stand right here and open this to let the pigeons in and out. So I'm like standing right there. And then there's the door to service to get the bowls out and everything. And it's right in front of the walkway to the patio. They're not really in a good spot, and we'll see if they make it, if they get any better than that. The pond is doing very well. No flowers, unfortunately, from the lily pads. I wish they would, because they get this really pretty white flower, so that's doing well. Yeah, my zoom doesn't work, but we're gonna try to zoom. Look at those two hens. Right between the row of pumpkins. Sunbathing. Gourd arbor, doing very well. Have harvested a few gourds. We'll try to show those sometime. And I have a nice new surprise. We've got this little new Zucca that was pollinated all by itself. Probably some of my moths came in here and pollinated it. It's so tiny right now, little baby. I love how they have the fuzz when they're little like this. But hopefully it'll get as big as the other one. Oh wow, there's a new female right there. So this plant is still going strong. And the big, let's see, there it is, Thanksgiving gourd, as I call it. Really pretty, really nice. I have no idea what I'm going to do with it, but I'm just glad it got so big. Oh wow, there's another female Zucca. Don't know if it got pollinated. I kind of quit self-pollinating stuff in here. I could probably, that one will open tonight. I might pollinate that one, just to get a few more gourds for the season here. Here's the, that little birdhouse, so cute. I knew it wouldn't grow anymore. I don't know what it's gonna do. Zucca is doing wonderful. It hasn't gotten any bigger. So I think when we measured it last time at 30 inches is all it's going to do. So it's just hanging in there. Doing great. Alright, so this is the official pumpkin patch. The chickens can't come in here and dig and mess things up. At least not till these plants get big enough that the chickens would ruin them or anything. And I'm gonna try to go a little fast here because I lost my morning cloud cover and it's getting hot, and it gets hot fast. Alright, so I'm really proud of this. May look like a bunch of dirt with nothing, but I have tilled this basically all by myself with my foot and my shovel. And I've got currently 4 rows in here planted. This first row against the fence here isn't marked, so I should have put flags, but I didn't have them at the time. But I am really happy, and they're coming up in the order they were planted. They were planted from right to left. So this second row is just today starting to get new pumpkins come out of it. And we got a bunch of little babies there. This one's got dirt on it, so it just came out this morning. And I have planted several varieties in here. And they're all mixed in. I just got my big box of seeds, and I have hundreds of seeds in them, and I just mix them up. I don't know what they are because I didn't label them, and that's part of the fun of it too, that if I do get anything, we'll see what we get. Oh, there's a new one from this row. I planted 4, so I made a square around, and in the center I've planted a random gourd seed. So 4 or 5 in each area. So there's actually gourds in here as well, but mostly pumpkins. Now those have been planted in the new area. There's one coming up here. This row going this way, I planted them at the same time that I planted this back row. So that's why they're coming up first, even though the rows going that way and that way haven't done anything because they're brand new in the ground. Batwing pumpkins are planted in these 2 newest rows. They're really cool. This is a small type of pumpkin that the top half is orange and the bottom half is dark green, and it looks almost black, and they're really cool. They're also a short growing variety, as in short amount of days, because I'm hoping that I can get something by Halloween, but I doubt it, but we're gonna try. I got some 85 to 95 day variety pumpkins in here. There's another pumpkin right there. So the plan is then, these have all been planted. This is going to be a walkway. I'm not going to plant anything in here, but these 2 flags over here, there's 2 pink ones, I'm gonna do these last 2 rows. They're gonna cut through, I finally decided, cut through the raised beds. Nothing in the pathways, got a lot of tilling to do still. So there's gonna be 2 rows, and they're gonna stop right at the edge of the raised beds. So even though they're gonna spill out into the walkway, I can still have my little fence area where I can come in. So that's my pumpkin patch. Here's hoping that they don't get killed by the heat and humidity and they can make it to fall, and maybe I can get something. August 27th, 2011, and I'm getting ready to do a pumpkin patch update. Lots of things have changed. I harvested, this was the cute little swan gourd that was on the pavers. The stem was dying and drying out, so I decided to pick it. And I don't know, I'm worried it might go bad. It's getting this discolorization. It's not like the normal type of mold that grows on it that's natural. Like that little Chinese bottle gourd, I finally picked it, and that's normal. But this looks like it's not soft, but it looks like it's going to get soft. So I hope not, because it's such a cute shape. It really does look like a little swan. I'd love to keep that, but we'll see. Check out that new Zucca. And here's that new Zucca. It's getting bigger. Bigger than it was last time. Cool. So here's the pumpkin patch, and I'm very proud of all the work that I have done in here. As of today, I have officially planted everything in here. So the only thing left as far as work and tilling goes is I gotta get rid of this grass here in this walkway and get rid of it along the edge of this fence there to make another walkway, and where the wheelbarrow is going that way and between the 2 raised beds. And I finished planting the raised beds, so each one of these little flags has 4 seeds in it. And start here from the back. And just lots of sprouts. These guys were the first. And then on this side, these are newer. Lots of nice little pumpkin plants coming out. And I've actually mixed pumpkin and gourd seeds out here. And I hope these all make it, and if they do, it's going to be really cool because there's so many varieties mixed in here. I don't know what these are, and I think that's kind of fun. That one back there in the corner was a replacement because nothing came out there. And this flag, nothing came up. So I had to replant these today with 4 seeds, and hopefully something will come up. Same with this one, and only 1 came up. And a few of these. It just rained. It's cloudy out, but the sun has come out even for a little bit, and it's already so hot and muggy out here. Yeah, I need to till up, get rid of this grass. The butterflies, different types of sulfur butterflies are getting the minerals. They're getting the minerals out of this new soil I put in here for these mounds. There's that yellow one, that big sulfur would land, but he's just fluttering around. Yeah, it rained. I gotta clean out the wheelbarrow now. That's my shovel. That's what I use, that I've tilled this whole thing with. It's been a lot of work, but it's looking great, and it is now officially planted. Very little tilling left. So that's it for the pumpkin patch. Probably see you guys again in about 2 weeks.